Big day today on the van build. We will finally be installing the last of our 2 Safari windows and cutting the last of our 2 big holes in the van. Hopefully it won't go like it went with this small Safari window, which was a bit of a disaster. Today I've f***ed it all up. Silicone everywhere, removal of window, the inner frame was too big, it was a disaster. But from that experience of fitting that one, I now feel pretty confident that I can fit these 2 without too many problems. Okay, what happens when you cut 2 massive holes in your van in England in the summer when it rains a lot? Let's find out. Nobody ever shows how much silicone to put on. So we've got 47 days left before our little baby arrives to finish our camper van. Join me on this adventure of learning and van building. Let's get into it.
I'm Matt and this is Sky. Together with Ginny and Little Man, we are going to build the ultimate adventure van and travel the world. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and join us on this epic new adventure? This is A Buck Life.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the build. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, it's very much appreciated. Quick build update for you. So, I don't know if this video has gone live yet because although I'm part way through filming it before this is taking a long time, and also I'm taking advantage of this dry weather, but the Victron system is going into the cabinet. Painfully slow progress for somebody that has not a lot of idea of what he's doing with an electrical system, but it is going in. I'm part of the way through putting the components on, might get around to doing a bit more of that today. Inside the van, little build update in here. Kitchen units are in, just need to put the doors on them. Bathroom is in, bathroom window is in, bathroom fan is in, second max air fan is in, fridge is in the back, the tank is in, both sides are swaded out in the garage area, and the rear step is all vinyled and on. Oh, and the diesel heater is also in and installed and working, tested. So today we are installing the last of our 2 big holes to cut in the van. One in the side door, Safari window, and another one matching, same size, going on the passenger side. The last Safari window went a little bit wrong. In fact, I'll show you that, because the thickness of my frame was too thick, and as you can see here, I couldn't get it back off. So what I had to do was route this down on the van to remove some of the thickness of the material of that. Apart from that, the install went all right. It was just that was too thick, and I had to take the frame off and put it back on. It was just very stressful, a bit of a nightmare at the time. But hopefully today with, ow, head, keep banging my head. With that all in mind, I should be able to get these in relatively easy. So the windows we have gone for are these adventurer ones from Jackson Leisure, and the reason why these have taken ages to get here and we've hung on for them is because they are the curved frame one, which means they basically, instead of being flat for camper vans, the van is slightly curved and they fit better, so you get a smaller silicone bead, hopefully a better water seal. And all in all, they just look that little bit nicer. But they've taken ages to come in. They lit the day they came in. Ginny was like phoning them every day to check when they were coming in. The day they come in, they ordered them and they sent them straight out. I'll put prices at the end, but these were actually really reasonable. And after fitting the bathroom window, which was one of those trade glass windows that you just stick on, these actually feel much more secure because you've got an outer frame and an inner frame. So I really recommend these after fitting the other one. Couple of little reasons why we chose these ones. Not sponsored this, really like these windows. 1, double glazed, so they're double glazed plastic. 2, that should mean they're a bit harder to break into because they're not glass and you can't just shatter them. 3, the price, they're pretty reasonable. I'll put the price here. 4, they come with blind and mosquito blind. So all in all, a good package. Plus they're black, plus they're square. So first thing I'm going to do is make my wooden frame. I'm using 25 by 35mm roofing battens. However, I'm going to reduce them down to 20mm because that was the problem last time. In fact, I'm going to reduce them down to 22mm for the perfect fit. Frames done. Ooh, one thing I have done because of this is that little dent there. That's the inner frame. So what I have done is sanded these corners just round a little bit so that if that potentially does happen again, it might alleviate that problem. It's not a massive problem, but it's these little things you learn as you go. Go. Oh no! Oh, no. On complete. Ginny, what are you doing? Air guitar. Air guitar. Right, let's crack on and get number 2 done. Okay. Both windows now out. Look at that. Hello. Hi. Both windows now out. I'm just going to remove the burrs. Not like it needs to be perfect. Next thing we're going to do is offer the window up and go around it. Does it fit? Yes. Hold. Nice. Just look like adventure van, don't they? Right, both windows are now cut. 1, 2, look at that. Straight through crew. Then a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Clean. Ah, that's got him a cut from yesterday. Keying up the, I'm going to key up the paint. Rough up the edges. And then we can get glue the frames in the back. And then some Seeker 207 primer. Take it up. Wipes off. Little bead of Sikaflex 522 around the inner frame. Get that on. Clamps on. Just going to give this a little key and a prime as well. Don't forget to prime the window. Last little bit is popping the windows in, and I'm going to show you how much silicone we put on because we'll probably get it wrong, but nobody ever shows how much silicone to put on, so maybe this will be a gauge for future window fitters. It doesn't matter how much silicone you put on anyway because it will just ooze out and then you can wipe it off. There's tape on the van and there's tape on the window, so
how much Sikaflex?
A lot. A lot. That much. Yeah, but you have to remember the frame is curved. That does look a bit too much, to be fair.
It looks like a lot. This looks a bit.
But
I don't know. I have no clue.
The thing is, you want it to ooze out a little bit.
Ooze.
You can always wipe it off.
That's true. Where should you put more on, babe?
I'd put more on the corners. That much. But you want it to fill that recess in the frame, don't you? Loads on the corners.
So much on the corners.
And I think a lot on the top, because the top is where water falls from. You see, that isn't actually squeezing out the top that much. Because it's only just squeezing out. You know what I mean? Right. Go film some of the squidginess, and so that amount of silicone created that amount of squidge.
I don't know where you're pulling in.
Which is too much silicone. But then I'd rather it squeeze out than not at all. It's squeezed out too much.
I don't know.
It's hard to gauge.
Depends. Like you say.
You got a window though.
We have a window. Nice.
I'd rather it ooze out than not.
What are you doing, Bubs?
I'm screwing it in. And I'm trying to screw it in, like space it evenly. And also, I'm not going full tightness on the screws. I'm going to go round and then go round again, if that makes sense.
Sweaty work.
It is sweaty work. The final tighten. Oh. They're such shit screws, these. They just round out super easy. From Jackson Leisure, they could provide better screws.
True.
People will be like, oh, I should have gone for a polygon.
A polygon? I don't think that's
whatever they're
I don't
called.
think that's a shape.
Done. A hairy arm. Lots of silicone. Maybe too much, probably too much. But it's not as bad as you think, because if we just take it off, it's all masked up. So when I take that masking tape off,
It'll be shibla shibla shapes.
it will. That will take
Do you
all.
want me to bring the bin bag over here?
It would be useful, wouldn't it? So just standing there like a bloody lemon.
You asked me to film, babe. Didn't you? That's what just happened.
Oops. You asked me to film, babe. Did I? I'm actually pretty pleased with that. What I'm tempted to do is just pull the tape off and wipe whatever's left. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, love.
Because once we pull that off, okay, there's going to be quite a lot to wipe off.
There's quite a bit to wipe off. Yeah, because the tape. That's funny.
Yeah, look, you should have seen the other one. It was way worse than
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I mean, the other one was horrendous. The unison pull. It's a talent that only Matt has mastered.
So after about 30 minutes of isopropyl alcohol wiping with tissue paper and cleaning, look at it. Yes. And for the final reveal, oh, look at that. Look at it. Right, so one more to do on the other side, and I'm going to just slightly reduce the amount of silicone that I put on it. But first of all, I've run out of big blue wipes, so I'm going to go to Screwfix on Bank Holiday Monday and get some at 7 o'clock at night. I'm pleased with that though. That looks smart, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Everything did go to plan, pretty much, except for both windows in. It's now dark. Had to finish off by light, except for a slight overspill of not silicone but knackered primer, and it has come off, but my god, was it just like elbow grease to get it off. Anyway, I'll check in with you tomorrow once we have, and we'll do the water test. What do you think anyway? Right, a couple of days later, and we have had some rain, but before I water test it, I'll just kind of explain quickly what happened. Basically, I didn't get a lot of it on footage because it was just going dark and I was running out of daylight, but what happened was my masking off could have been a little bit tighter, and I had a little bit of primer run. It wasn't the silicone, it was the primer. And basically I had to just really carefully try and remove some of that primer that is really difficult to remove. So with some elbow grease, it did come off, and they are looking fine, you can see here. But it just took ages. It just took ages. I was literally on it till like 10 o'clock at night. And I think last time I filmed was about, well, last time I filmed in daylight was about 7 o'clock. But let's throw some water at it, make sure they're waterproof, and then we'll throw some costs on the door of pain because we've not updated that for a while. Right, get plenty of water up there. They look good though, I'm pleased with them. They really look the part. I really like the way they kind of have that overlanding safari look to them in black, and with all the other black bits. I'm filming that. Right, round 2. Oh no, the water's going in. Let's see if it has leaked. This one, there is no leaks in there. That is all looking nice and dry. How's this one looking? Again, no leaks. Obviously the real test is driving in a thunderstorm and seeing if it leaks, but for now, I'm happy. Let's add up some costs. Back at the door of pain, adding up the total build cost of our camper van build, and we've got to add the MaxFan dome, the Safari windows, and also the trade glass window. The MaxFan dome plus was 115 plus 15 quid for the silicone. So that is 130. The Safari windows were 289 each plus a tube of silicone. That's worked out at 608 £608. And the square window for the bathroom was 199. Value for money, Max Air Fan Dome is a must. They seem to be industry leader. I don't have any reference point, but it's what a lot of people put in, so I'm hoping it's reliable and it seems pretty well made. Safari windows, good value for money. I think those windows compared to premium ones on the market are really good value. 600 quid for 2 big Safari windows, and they come with fly nets and they come with a blackout blind. Pretty pleased with that, and I'm pleased with the quality of them. They look good. Time will tell if they scratch up and kind of look crap after a while, but hopefully they will remain looking nice and smart. And the trade glass window, I'd say that was expensive, £200 for that tiny little window. So, but it was literally the only window that we could find that would fit in that space that we had. We couldn't find a double glazed unit. We couldn't find an opening camper van one that was small enough. So it is what it is, 200 quid. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see our latest video, click here. And if you want to see how I installed the Max Air Fan Dome, click here. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and I'll see you in the next one.